Good rainy morning. It's raining every single day here in Oahu, and it is starting to get annoying. Don't get me wrong, we're very blessed to have rain and not have to suffer a drought, but at the same time, could it just be maybe rain one day and the next not, just like rain every other day? Rainy days aside, I am on my way to Hickam Air Force Base. That's in the south of Oahu. If you saw yesterday's video, you know that I'm heading there for a USO event. It's for spouses. It's basically, they call it a coffee connect. It's for you to, let me turn off the turn signal. It's for you to meet other spouses, support each other, you create solidarity. This is not an easy lifestyle, especially when they deploy or they're away for training for months at a time. It's very challenging, especially people who have kids. I admire you if you're watching. I don't know how you do it, and I'm kind of dreading a little bit when my turn comes. Hypotheticals aside, yes, I am going to this coffee connect. Love meeting new people. This is mostly how I made my friends back at our first home in upstate New York. I went to events hosted by Army Community Services, hosted by the USO, hosted by the spouses clubs, and I would meet some very nice people who are still in my life. It's important to go to these events and network, because when you're so far away from family, literally thousands and thousands of miles. My family's in Puerto Rico, I'm in Hawaii. Sorry about that, I think my little phone holder thing is broken. My family and I are literally oceans apart. So moments like Monday when I had my infusion, my husband couldn't make it, my family's not available, and even my friends were in the training, they were out in the field. You have to count on your Army family, which is neighbors, people who understand your situation, sometimes even people you don't even spend time with, and I've only spoken to once, but they say if you ever need anything, call me. Those are the people you depend on. That is your Army family. Strangers who understand your situation. Well, I'm not going to talk to you the entire way there. It is a 40-minute drive or more, because GPS doesn't really calculate the time that you're at a stoplight. So I will show you guys some scenery if I can, because this is very gloomy right now. I'll do my best. Well, I'm here. Unfortunately, there wasn't much to show you because it rained the entire way and it's actually cloudy. I'm here. It seems it's an outdoor event and I am dreading it a little bit. The other part was that I think my camera holder thing is broken. It just kept shifting the entire way and I didn't really feel like crashing, so I also turned off the camera for that. My best friend gave me this. Isn't she the sweetest? I love butterflies. This was the theme for my wedding. Alrighty, here we go. Well, this is fun. No one seems to know where the event is, and I'm walking around in the rain trying to find the building. This is new. Nobody seems to know anything about the event. Nobody's heard about it. I called the USO back at my military base and they don't even know about it. I told them the coordinator's name. They told me she's not here, but I can check with my manager. So I gave them my number, and now I'm waiting to see if they call me back, whether the event was canceled or not, because I've walked around and there's only people at the beach. There's a group for a marina event because we're at the beach. This is a marina here. Everybody's clueless. So let's see if this is another bust. That would really stink. Hi, birdie. I just got a confirmation that the event was canceled, but they didn't send out a notification. Fantastic. Like, it's so easy for me to get up with my energy levels and drive 40 minutes to something that's not even going to happen. I'm gonna take my pills now, by the way. Loving this thing. Absolutely love it. Do you know how much of a time saver this was this morning, not having to fish out all my pills? But yeah, I'm very upset because this was not easy for me, and I was really looking forward to spending time with new people. You notice, if you watch my videos, that I spend a lot of time at home. I only see 2 people in the week when I go tutor them or give them their class. My husband is at work mostly, and my friends are out in the field. But as always, I'm going to make the best of it. Drinking my last set right now. I'm gonna make the best of this trip. I'm not a shopper though. I don't like to go to stores. My husband actually drags me to go shopping. And a lot of the clothes I have are either because my parents or my husband drag me to stores and say, you need new clothes. I could make a trip over to my husband's favorite store and get him a fish that he's been eyeing for a while. So at least somebody will be happy out of this trip. Wow, after a 40-minute drive to a place that is probably about 15 minutes away from the Hickam base. I'm here. This place, I already took a video of it. If you haven't seen it before, I'm gonna link it above. This is my husband's favorite fish place. This is where we get all the fish that are in our saltwater tank back home. The rocks he got somewhere else though, but this is by far his favorite place from all the ones he's been to. And I'm not really gonna record it again because I already did, so just gonna pop in real quick, see if they have the fish he wants. If not, I'm gonna order it and then just head back home. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna record, but this is kind of cool.
Oh, you got the responsibility. You're lucky you.
Well, I'm stuck in traffic for the 3rd time today, which is another reason why I was so upset that the activity didn't take, because there was an accident on the highway and it slowed down traffic. I thought I would talk to you about emotional intelligence. If it's something you haven't heard about before, I highly recommend that you Google it, especially if you find yourself in a situation where you're constantly feeling let down or alone, or any of these negative feelings that can easily interfere with your life. Emotional intelligence is something that we should have more awareness about, more consciousness of, because nowadays we just kind of adapt to the go rhythm of life without stopping to think about our feelings, to think about our thoughts, to think about the actions that we're going through, because sometimes we literally just go through the motions. Then when we find ourselves upset or in this negative headspace, we don't even wonder why we're there. We just know that we're there, and we act out of anger, we act out of sadness, and things that we shouldn't really be letting drive our decisions. Right now I'm in traffic. I try to find a way to be productive. I'm talking to you, I'm listening to music, I'm planning my day. I'm not sitting here arguing with every other driver who can't even hear me. I'm not saying this is something that always happens perfectly as it should. There are some times when my emotions get the best of me, but after the moment passes, then I look back and say, wow, that was not my best reaction. I should really be more cognizant next time, if it does happen, that this is not the way it should go, and this is not the way I should be behaving. There's a really interesting TED Talk about how emotional intelligence is also linked to the law of attraction, how what you think and feel is precisely what you're going to get. I'm going to link it below if you're interested. It's a very insightful TED Talk where not only does the person give you information about emotional intelligence, but how the two concepts are linked. And it makes total sense that when you're in that funk, everything just seems like a funk. Everything around you is funky. And yet when you're very peppy, positive, optimistic, and vibrant, everything seems to be going your way. Before I had ever listened to that TED Talk, I already used to practice that, because remember, I've been struggling with intestinal issues since I was 10 years old. So I already went through that stage early in life where I was questioning, why am I going through so much pain? Why do I have to go so much to the hospital? Why is nobody inviting me? Because obviously my friends didn't want to have to deal with me having to stay in the bathroom or me complaining about something or anything like that. So I was rarely invited to sleepovers and things like that. I already questioned why I had been the one to get this when nobody in my family experienced any intestinal things except for my grandmother, who got colon cancer in her 70s. So I already went through a lot of things early in life, which is why now in my 30s and even in my 20s, I try to keep a positive and a happy disposition despite anything that's going on. So yes, the infusion drains my energies. Yes, my husband is more at work than he is at home. And yes, my family is far away. Then things like today happen and it's kind of like that last straw. But for me, it's not really the last straw. It just kind of tips off a little bit of my last straw. And I still have some of the straw left. So I try to focus on the glass half full and say, all right, I still got some straw left. Let's keep moving. Well, had some lunch and actually started working on the vlog, but I am out of battery and out of time. I have the 3 o'clock class in a few minutes and then the 4 o'clock tutoring session. Hopefully this time he'll only have 1 homework instead of 4. And I'll be back in time to post a late vlog. This is why I said I had prepared everything last night as opposed to working on the fish tank, because I knew that having to go out early this morning, I wouldn't have time to work on the stuff I need for him. So I have everything ready to go and my bag is right here. I told you I love happy colors, especially around children, so I have this bag as my tutoring bag. I could probably do a what's in my bag for these classes another day, but just not right now. Okay, so I'm on my way. I'll see you guys after 5-ish. I just finished my tutoring session, my 4 o'clock, and my umbrella's in the car. So smart. Gosh darn it, not only is the rain cold, I stepped in a puddle. It didn't look like a puddle, it just looked like a very shallow stream, and I stepped in it and my foot just... Anyway, I'm going home and I live close by, so. Seriously people, a beach bag. A beach bag in your car is a lifesaver. Oh, so cold. Oh, much better. Can you hear the rain coming down? Every single day. This is nuts. This does not feel like Hawaii. It's midnight. I can't believe I'm going to bed at midnight again. But to be fair, I weighed my options. I figured that since I actually don't have anything early tomorrow morning, it's okay that I go to bed a little later tonight. I do really have to get back to my regular schedule though. If you saw yesterday's video, you know that I talked about how my treatment sometimes throws me off my schedule, off my routine, and then everything just kind of shifts a few hours ahead or back. I don't even know. Since today was such a bust with the one social event I was going to be at being canceled without notification, then last Friday I took my dogs to the beach and it rained on us. Saturday I had hand pain. Sunday I got a last minute call about my infusion being Monday, so I just stayed home to clean all day. I really want tomorrow to be different. I want it to be more active and more eventful, so I'm going to do my best to not be here after my 4 o'clock. I'm definitely going to try to find something else that's not the beach, because this is starting to really feel like a rut, and I've been in ruts before. They are not fun, not for your emotions, not for your mind. My apologies for today, was not in my control, but I still hope that you got something out of this video today. Thanks so much for watching, as I thank you every night and every video. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I know it's on this side now. And remember to share with your friends and family so that we can reach more people in the autoimmune community and the military spouse world. Hope you guys get some rest tonight. I'm going to be sleeping in tomorrow morning. I'll see you then.